Inside this museum houses some of the most important American history artifacts, the Henry Ford Museum in the Detroit area. Let's take a tour inside.
The Henry Ford is a huge educational museum complex in Dearborn, Michigan. If you think about Henry Ford, probably your mind goes to the man who made cars popular in America. That's probably not the first things you notice.
No.
As you look around, it gives you a sense of what we collect, what we care about, what Henry Ford cared about.
I did not realize it was going to be this big. Wow.
So you are looking at the actual chair that Abraham Lincoln was in when he was assassinated in Ford's Theater.
Does it have a stain?
There is, from analysis, very microscopic blood stains still on the chair.
Here we have one of the most famous chairs deconstructed.
We think it's important for people to understand process, design, build. So you're under the DC-3. If you look down, you're going to see a piece that documents the length of the first flight. 12 seconds, you ready? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How long the first flight?
So ladies and gentlemen, behold a Edison generator from the beginning of his career, providing lighting for the public.
This is the vehicle that changed America.
The Ford Model T was a game changer. It took cars that were usually playthings for the rich and made it accessible to the everyday American, especially in conjunction with the $5 a day wage instituted by Henry Ford to keep and attract the best talent in his workforce. This marked the beginning of suburbs, supermarkets, and many aspects of what we know today as American life.
This is Henry Ford's very first experimental vehicle. You can see a whole lot of bicycle detailing in this, so he was really learning from bicycles. We had not decided whether it should have a steering wheel or not, so you'll notice that it's more like a boat. There's a tiller. We're going to quickly hit presidential vehicles. So this is the Reagan vehicle. This is the actual vehicle Ronald Reagan was in on the day that Hinckley attempted to assassinate him. You can also see interesting features like that the back bumper pops down so that the Secret Service can actually climb onto the vehicle. Many of these changes came about because of the most famous assassination. This is the Sunshine Special, mostly known as Franklin Roosevelt's car. The doors are very, very high up. The windows are very small. So Roosevelt needed to use a wheelchair, and this is designed to fit his wheelchair. And he could be waving to the public in a way that protected his privacy of his medical needs and reassured the public that he was the presidential figure that we all expected to see.
And lastly, here's Theodore Roosevelt's presidential horse carriage.
He did have vehicles at that time in the White House. He preferred the dignity of the horses.
This museum is a treasure trove of American ingenuity.
He wasn't thinking about textbooks. He was thinking about objects, experience, and trying it yourself.
Stay curious, my friends.